Hey guys, welcome in. This is Jason, and welcome to the third live session that we have in a row. On Monday, we discussed about Facebook ad strategy for e-commerce business. I've identified several key strategy or steps that you should consider taking because it's really a very exciting time ahead of us where the Raya sale is starting. And with all this push for digital, I think we got to see a different kind of conversion this year. Because despite whatever challenges that we are facing right now, this current scenario is really giving the digital a really strong push because you have nowhere else to go. And for cases like Raya, and eventually there are a lot of talks talking about e-bazaar coming up, and I believe that will really get a lot of people to start at least for the first time trying for delivery and all that. And for those who are in the e-commerce for non-necessity products, also I think you will be benefited because more and more people will start to buy things online. Put it this way, it's Raya coming, and you still need to buy clothes and put up nicely. So basically, where do you turn to? It's pretty much on the e-commerce places. So that will definitely get a huge push. But how do we navigate success? As in, like when there is a push, there will also be a rush. So a lot more people are coming online. Eventually, you need to find a better way to do this right. That's why I always urge you to learn at this point of time. It's really the best time for you to equip yourself with whatever necessary, which is especially in skills. So when things are ready, it's time for you to push in 200 or 300% effort and power to make everything works back. Because put it this way, even though now there are certain downtime, we still have a few more months ahead to close this year. I believe we can still make this year count. So yeah, so on Monday we talk about e-commerce, and on Tuesday we talk about property industry, which is it's a very interesting scenario happening right now because my clients are spending equally much, if not more, because they are seeing better leads coming in at the moment, and the conversation that they have with their so-called prospects are usually at the moment of higher quality. However, in my live video yesterday, I also did mention about some techniques or strategies that you should consider implementing first to increase the number of leads and to increase the quality of leads. Okay, basically it's surrounding on these two because property businesses, you can't really get people to just swipe their card and buy online. So they still need to do some viewing. It's a bigger decision to make. However, I think it's a very interesting time. Take a look at the video if you missed it, right? So today we're supposed to talk about Facebook ad strategy for F&B business. Now I even say this, put it this way, we all need to eat, good time or bad. I think the question lays ahead of us would be, how are you doing it right in order to make sure that you survive or even thrive? I do see businesses thriving. Like put it this way, for F&B, those who are on Grab early, they will definitely get it. Of course, I wouldn't be giving you the tip to go online and list yourself in Grab Food and Food Panda. That is no brainer. Okay, so I'm just saying that if you are already there, there are still things that you can do to push for your own sales because you can't always depend on Food Panda and Grab Food because eventually the marketplace will get crowded. You need to work on your own discoverability. That's all I emphasize on. So three strategies as usual, and inside, of course, we break into some sub strategies, some steps that you should consider taking. So let's dive right in. Like I mentioned, F&B is in a very unique situation right now because there are only two scenarios over here. It's either you're ready or you're not ready. But despite all that, we can definitely find ways to tune it back. Because put it this way, we must eat. So eventually, as an F&B, right? First thing first, I really want to put this idea into you. A lot of people are looking at this MCO lockdown period as a very short-term basis kind of thing. However, if you stretch it out to a year or even few years to come, this is just a 1 month plus kind of situation. It's not the end of the world for us, right? So don't look at this short-term thing. Rather, you should look at, okay, when things are getting ready, when things are stable, what can I do to rebound? What can I do to gain back whatever I have lost in this period of time? So basically, our three strategies for F&B industry is very simple. Remember, the strategy is always talking about advertising. Yeah, you need to advertise to achieve the ROI, to achieve the outcome. Of course, Like I said, even the downtime also you must continue to spend, but you want to make sure that you spend it right and you get the right ROI for you. So the first strategy I have is you want to advertise for the right action. By choosing the right objective, that is one of them, but there are others as well. I've been observing advertisements from F&B industry on Facebook recently. I really have something to comment. The next, we're going to talk about how do you use your current community to grow or potentially grow your business either now or in the future. So the reconnection plays a very, very important role. Okay, how do you reconnect back with these people? What are the ideas that you can have? What are the things that you can do on advertising, or maybe a little bit more than that? That is something that you want to look into. Then the third one, it's always about the most simple thing to do, which is to ask for help. Now, how many of you, when you learn that MCO is going to hit your business and you ask the right person for help? Now, that's really the key that we're talking about here. So now, without further ado, let's dive into the first one, which is advertise for the right action. I have a few comments when it comes to the advertisements that I'm seeing out there. Really, a lot of people are missing the mark so much because first thing, you have to really learn how to ask for the right action. Now, I can't coin the advertisement. I can't put it up, screenshot, and shame people for that, right? But I really want to comment. Now, I've seen an ad that goes like this. It's an advertisement, it's an image. And then it says that, oh, WhatsApp us. And they don't put the number there. They just put the number in the text. And the text was so long, the number was put at the bottom. And obviously, they didn't use a WhatsApp link or traffic ad. They just boost the post. Now, when you are boosting the post, what are you trying to get? You're trying to get likes, comments, and shares. But what is this advertisement trying to get? You want people to WhatsApp you, right? And then you use boost posts. Eventually, you get a lot of what? You get a lot of PM. They have so much PM. And what we observe is as usual. You get 100 PM, you probably got 2 who really actually order from you. Remember, what you want is what you get. You ask for it. So if you want people to take that action, go for it. Use the right objective. If you're not sure, go inside the Facebook Ads Accelerator program and learn, go back to the basic and learn about the objectives. It's so important. Start with the wrong objective, money goes into the ocean. As simple as that. Another advertisement that I saw was saying that, hey, we are on Grab and Food Panda and order from there. And an image, obviously a boosted post. And eventually you get what? PM, and have a lot of likes. Can you run an ad that really tell me what you want me to do? Can you run an ad to really bring me to where you want me to go? Exactly the next thing that I'm talking about here. You need to choose the right destination that matters. You see, if you are on GrabFood, if you are on Food Panda, would you be able to get from GrabFood or Food Panda the direct link that I can just click and go over and start ordering? Imagine the friction that I need to go through when I see an advertisement like I mentioned just now. You say that you're on Food Panda or GrabFood. Right, perfect. Then what do you expect me to do? Oh, you want me to pull out my phone, continue open up Food Panda, and then go and dig for your name and eventually start ordering from there? Look, how many steps you are looking now? Do you really think that I'm in my right mind that I'll be doing that? Or rather than hoping that I will go through all these frictions, all the extra miles to start ordering from you, can you just give me a link to click and optimize for link click so that I will just click and go over to your particular listing on Foodpanda and start ordering? Imagine the outcome that you're going to achieve by reducing the friction in between. Please, don't make this mistake. You need to advertise first for the right action, second for the right destination. What you want. What you want matters. Okay? Be very specific about what you want. Then, the next strategy that I have here is you must advertise with a very crystal clear message. Like I mentioned just now in the 2 examples that I shared with you, I am on Foodpanda, okay? WhatsApp us, or don't put the link. I've seen an ad even go more extreme. They were saying that in order to help people during MCO, we are giving away 1 year free food. And then what are you trying to say here? And then eventually it was the booster post. A lot of people started to come in and comment and all that. And look, what are you trying to achieve? You're trying to tell people that you want to give away free food.
And in the advertisement itself, you're not listing how do you want to give away the free food. And look, the key is this: when we try to click and look into the whole thing, they are actually trying to get people to go over and sign up, and you get a chance to win free food. Can you just tell me that this is a contest? Can you be very specific about what you want me to do and what is the outcome that I'm expecting? And of course, it relates back to the first 2 points that I mentioned just now. If you want me to click on the link to go and participate in the contest, give me the link. Why you go and hide in the after your 4 pages of write up and eventually at the bottom you put the link? Come on, what do you want? You got to be very specific. Okay, so that is a very important thing. In my Facebook Ads Accelerator, we have a portion talking about how do we write effectively and how do we design effectively. Really, you need to go through that. If you're not sure, go inside or you type I want FAA. I'll be giving you the link to sign up at a very special rate. Okay, so the next strategy that we have here is you really have to advertise at the right time. Now, inside Facebook Ads Manager, there is an option or there is a feature that allows you to decide on what day and what time you want your advertisements to appear in your audience's Facebook newsfeed. Now, this is a very important feature, especially for F&B businesses right now, because you see, if it's a company that only serves breakfast, and eventually you want to make sure that you're only running your advertisement from maybe 7 o'clock, 1 hour before you open, and up to maybe 12 o'clock, that's the last call. You need to choose this time right, because imagine if you're doing breakfast and your advertisement happens at the dinner time, totally defeat the purpose. So you've got to learn how to use all these features. Like I said, Facebook Ads Manager is a very robust tool. Over the past close to 15 to 20 years now, I mean that's like for 15 years, Facebook has been developing this tool, and it's so powerful at the same time complex. A lot of people don't know how to use certain features right, and that will put them into a very difficult situation. Remember, it is the mistakes that you don't know yourself making that is costing you a lot of money. That's the reason why we put together a very comprehensive program or course inside Facebook Ads Accelerator to help you learn every single part of Facebook Ads Manager so that you are able to set up an effective campaign the way we do it. Go inside and take a look. So this is really covering about the advertise for the right action part. This is just the first strategy. I've already covered so much. So let's dive into the next one. The next strategy is about reconnecting. Now this is really quite important. Reconnecting really means go back to your community. Now, if you are a business that has been around for a while, most of the time you have a Facebook page. Even hawker center, the store has a Facebook page lah. If you don't have Facebook page, come on man, what have you been doing? You have to start something, because the presence is the one that you can get those people who are interested in your product or your food to connect with you. And by building all this, reputation on Facebook and Instagram and all that, it actually increases your searchability, your discoverability. It's so important. So this is the time where you go back to your community and start doing differently. You need to work on your community, because these are the people who have tasted your food most of the time. And these are the people who are ready to spread the news when they see something exciting. Okay, so go back to your community. So what can you do? First, you can actually start giving. Okay, this come out a little bit sooner, but doesn't matter. Giving means you can run some contests, you can do something. Remember, there is a strategy that you can use to increase your organic reach. I discussed about this in my Facebook Ads Accelerator program. Now, let's say, for example, if you have 1,000 people who like your page, normally when you post something, you're only reaching about maybe 5% of these people, which is about 50. Now, it's time for you to start doing something by doing contests, doing a lot more posts that is targeting to the people who already like your page, okay, and run a bit of advertising to bring these people back. Reconnection like this can help you increase your organic reach to up to 20%, which means now that you have 1,000 people who like your page, when you post something, you can even reach up to 200 to 300 people for free. Yes, no joke. But there is a technique that you can do with minimal ad spend, maybe just 10 to 20% of the total ad spend a month. Well, you can achieve significant result in 2 to 3 months' time. Really try that. And this is also the good time for you to educate. What do you mean? Now, people have tasted your food, right? If you can start talking about how you make the food, tell us a little bit about your philosophy and all that, you actually strengthen the relationship between you, your food, and your audiences. Now that will remind them about you, and in turn, of course, I'll miss your food. You know, you have no idea how many food I miss, and they are not on GrabFood or Food Panda. I can't eat right now. So if you have a presence on Food Panda and Grab, and you start sharing information about how you cook, what are you doing, and say that, hey, today we have a very special dish. It's only for today. I'm making this. This is how we make it. Wait, the way I look at all the pictures and videos, I already draw lah. Come on. And the next thing that I'll try to do here is I'll probably just tell me that I'm on Food Panda. This is the link. You know what I will do next, right? So the reconnection is so important. You really need to go back to your community and start building this, because this is where they will buy from you more. Okay, a lot of people always have this kind of so-called anxiety of reaching the cold audience. I want to tell more people about me. I want to tell more people about me. Come on, if you're in F&B industry for long enough, right, you will know this better than me. Okay, most of your businesses came from your returning customers. Your returning customers, people who already tasted you and loved you. This is just a 1 month plus thing. Stop banging on the new audience. Start working on these people who already tasted your product and bring them back to buy more. That will actually sustain you through all this. So this is really the importance of reconnection. Now, the next strategy that I want to talk about is really about asking for help. Now, asking for help could be from a few angles. Remember, in the last tip that we will talk about how do we share more information about our business, how we prepare things, how we do this and that. When we do that, and when we spend a little bit on advertising to our fans, can we actually ask them to share with their friends? Now, put it this way: if I already love your food, and I see, wow, this is the way I do it. Oh, you're so nice. What do I do next? If you ask me to share, I know, okay, I get the message. Oh, they want me to share. I share, lor. I'll share to my girlfriend. I'll share to my best friend who never tasted this food. I say that, look, dude, I told you about this food. Now we can't eat. Okay, come back, we go and eat. Or we order it now. Immediately, if you're on Food Panda, you got two guys ordering on day. I mean, come on, man, no brainer. So you need to really start doing all these connections together. So ask for help. Now, what else can you do when it comes to ask for help? You see, like I always mention, this MCO thing that we are experiencing is really, really short-term thing. If you stretch it out to look at the whole year to come, this means nothing. Don't be bogged down by this 1 month plus. Look at the future. At the moment, what can you do for the future and start bringing you revenue right now? Yes, pre-booking. If you're in that kind of business that you can start selling pre-booking, and you say that, oh, we have a very special or a menu coming up for June, or we want to start selling our Christmas menu right now, you can start booking right now at a very, very special rate. If I already love your food, and I know that, okay, this is just going to be a 1 month or two come. Basically, after that, I want to eat, right? Can I do pre-booking with you? And can you start collecting some money from there? No brainer. Seriously, no brainer. But how many of you are doing this? Okay? Pre-booking, start stretching your eyesight a little bit to the further future. That is where you need to fight for your sustainability. But right now, this is when you can actually ask for help and start getting in some cash. So it's really powerful. Okay? And of course, the last one is I've seen some businesses doing it. Only very small number of people do this. You can start selling vouchers. Whether, I mean, I understand your business don't give vouchers, but can you create it now? Can you actually do something and say that, nah, I'm selling this 100 ringgit voucher for 120? Huh. You get the idea. Which means I'm paying you 100, but in the future I can use for the value of 120. Would you buy? Would I buy? Come on, man. If I love your food, of course I will. So it's just like a very tiny little gesture that goes a long way. But asking all this, trust me, cash flow happens. So these are really some ideas that are really powerful if you pair it right with advertising. So F&B business, you guys are in a very unique situation right now. Like I said, if you do all this right, you can even achieve better outcome compared to your normal months. It's really a time where we need to start looking back into our business model and start looking for something new to do. It's really the time to think inside the box and outside the box. And I hope whatever I've offered here does give you some ideas. And of course, this is for F&B industry. Uh, Please tell me if you are from F&B industry, if there's anything that I can cover on top of that, drop me a comment or drop me a message. Or if you are from different industries and you want me to quickly cover your industry, I will try. Also, tell me which industry you're from. Slightly elaborate a little bit about your situations that you're facing and probably what are you doing right now. Um, like I said, I always prefer, more like a one-to-one conversation. So I'll appreciate if you drop me a message, private message, and we can take it from there. But of course, if you do comment, I will reply the comment after this live session. And yeah, I look forward to hear from you. Remember, if you want to enroll into our Facebook Ads Accelerator program, type I want FAA or FAA. I'll give you a code for a very special rate. But if you want to work with me on the one-to-one session to help you look at, currently your scenario, your situation, how can we quickly re-strategize everything to make this work for you, especially if you're advertising on Facebook, also get in touch. We do have this one-to-one coaching and ads audit session that we are offering at a very special rate right now. So yeah, so this is it. This is about the strategies. And tell me what you have learned, and please comment below. And of course, if you find this useful, please share with your friends.
So there you go. These are the 3 Facebook ad strategies I prepared for you. Basically, remember, the whole idea is to really help you navigate success with effective Facebook advertising, where you must do things right. Uh, Put it this way, if you have done advertising right, you're supposed to get very effective return on advertising for your business. And like I said, instead of depending on all this unpredictable rush or some viral to come in, advertising is the most consistent and effective way to drive meaningful business growth in the long run. We got to be ready to spend in order to gain. So that's the whole idea. So back to these 3 strategies that I've shared with you, let's do a quick recap. First, we want to talk about getting the right action, whereby you got to be really clear about what you want. If you want people to just click over to buy, you must tell them what to do. Remember, when we are on Facebook, when we are on social media, we are actually very passive, and most of the time, we don't think much. We don't know what you want us to do. You got to be very clear about what you want us to do. That's how you guide your audience. You guide your audience towards taking the action that matters to you. Be very clear, whether in your message as well as in your objective choosing and the destination that you want to guide them to. Everything must be very clear. So that's the first thing that you need to get it straight. The next strategy is about reconnecting with your people, because most of the time for businesses where we are too busy hustling and all that, right? We may not have that much time to reconnect, but this is the best time because you want to reconnect because you want to stay visible. You want to stay on top of their mind because this is just a short period of time. After everything's settled down, you want them to remember you first so that you can get all the benefit first, right? And also by reconnecting, you can always ask for help. So I've already shared with you a few ideas about how to ask for help, and really it worked. You just need to go out and tell them what you need, and eventually there will be good people around to help you because really there are good people around. So remember, with all these techniques, strategies, and ideas that I've shared with you, you need to prepare yourself. The fundamental is you need to get ready to hit the market hard when everything gets back to normal. And even of now, frankly speaking, 2 weeks, you can do a lot of things. You can create different marvelous results for your business despite all the challenges that you are facing. So what I'm actually urging you to do here is that learn. Facebook Ads Accelerator is really a very complete one-stop solution and destination for you to learn most of the things. I would say if it's not enough, I'll definitely add on because this is a growing program anyway. So when we grow, you as a subscriber, you will grow with us. You as a member of the community, you will grow with us. That's how we want to work with you in order to achieve long-term growth for your business. What I'm saying here is that you got to learn how to use Facebook advertising to achieve consistent and effective growth for your business. So that's the reason why we put together the Facebook Ads Accelerator program. Come over and learn. It's 100% risk-free anyway. You can go anytime. You can even get your money back if you are not satisfied with what you see inside. And on top of that, you get one-to-one session with me to discuss and look at your advertising campaign to look for optimization opportunities. Tomorrow, I'll be sharing with you what will we be doing in this one-to-one session, looking at your Facebook Ads Manager to look for opportunities for growth. Trust me, there's so much data laying inside waiting to be discovered. And of course, another skill that is needed is how do we connect all these things together. Well, I wanted to put up this course, but it will take time because this is a bit of technical and it requires a bit of experience to do that. But tomorrow, I'll give you an idea about how we do it. It's going to be very interesting. So tune in tomorrow to look at how we do our Facebook ads audit. Okay, so this is it. If you have any questions, drop me a message. I would prefer one-to-one, more personalized conversation so that I'll be able to understand your situation more and get in touch with you and try to give you some personalized and customized idea and suggestions and solutions for you. So stay in touch, and if you find this useful, yeah, remember, please share it with your friends because the idea of doing this is really to help more people out there, and a little bit of help really does go a long way. So that's it. Okay, I'll see you back tomorrow for the Facebook ads audit, how I do my Facebook ads audit, one-to-one Facebook ads audit and coaching. Tomorrow I'll show you a few samples about certain numbers that you'll find amazing because it's there, first thing, and how do you read it? That's the thing. Okay, so come back tomorrow. I'll see you again, and that's it for now. Good night, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.